Hi guys, today back to bicycle. So this one it's a pretty old giant mountain bike, but with quite few issues. But this is definitely a good one for the fact. So first, it's a giant. It's always an extra things. It means quality most of the time. I checked already the bearing of the crank and the steering wheel and the wheels. They all seems to be alright. You need a good cleaning, obviously. So why this kind of bike are interesting? For two main issues. In fact, because it's very hard to find a 26 inches wheels bike in good condition these days, because we move from 26 as a standard to 27.5 or 29. However, when people want to do a conversion, electric bike conversion, there is not many conversion kit for 27.5 or 29 inch bike. Most of the cheap kits you could get are made for 26 wheels, so they're coming with a replacement rear wheels which is 26. This is why people try to stick to this size. On the top of that, this one it's a big size. It's a 23 inches frame size, which is also a bonus because as you know, on the market there is way more small size and medium size than L and XL size, which is logical because people get a smaller size for kids, teenager, or small adult. All of this group of people will maybe use a S, eventually M size, and L, XL, or XXL. It's more rare to find secondhand because they probably sell less of them to start with, so there is less on the market, and people who are tall most of the time would be guy. So if it's a guy bikes, it could also have been abused a lot, went down a hill and such and whatever things. So sometimes they are completely destroyed and there is nothing to repair or rebuild from. So yeah. And also people who are quite tall know that it's quite difficult to get XL or XXL size or all this kind of size. So when I advertise bike like that, they most likely jump on it. All right, so I will get back to you later after our first cleanup, and we'll find out the different issues and fix it one after the other. Right, see you later. All right, so I'm back. So after our first cleaning, the bike is as I expected. The bearing are still good. There is no missing spokes. The rims are straight. Obviously the handlebar have to be replaced, no big deal. And obviously the cable, but technically things work. The gears still change, even if it's absolutely filthy disgusting. This will be a good bike at the end, so it was a good choice. Right, I will get back to you later. Right, so let's keep going on this bike. So I went a little deeper in the cleaning. As you can see, there's still some good part on it. Obviously it's still a bit messy, some gunk and stuff like that, but at the end of the day I think it should be alright. Now we'll remove the whole system, gear system and brake. I will replace the handlebar. Is way too much damage. It could be in this condition, if you have one handlebar and you don't have any replacement, something you can do, it's you can brush it properly to see if it's structural or just on the surface. So I mean this way, if it would be reusable, or if it's too much damage, then start to be almost dangerous to use it. If not, so you can remove maximum rust and you can repaint it. Sometimes it could be a good match with a set of grips matching, or color matching with the frames. Could be a good option. So this one will going in the rubbish because it's Again, I've got more handlebar in stock, so it's not a big deal. However, it's good to know you could do something with. Alright, so this is the next step after the cleaning. As you can see, the cassette is pretty nice and clean to shine as well. Same with the crank, the ring is clean. I need to polish all the metal obviously later, the aluminium part. I also replaced the handlebar. Maybe that will not be the one I will put on, but for now it helped me to figure out, what missing, what look right or not, and probably I will replace this handlebar later. We'll see how it go. But yeah, this is pretty decent bike. At the end of the day, it would be a good bike, a good refurbished bike, and this make me sad to see this sort of bike in a crash, and it's definitely something you can fix, and it can be for some use for somebody else for years, because it's a good quality base. So refurbishment on that, it's not a big deal for me, and I know it will find a good home later. Right, I will provide you another step later when everything will be back on it. As you can see, it look way better than it's been at the beginning of the video, and hopefully I can show you the final touch when everything will be set up on that bike. Thank you. Right, so this is now the system brake and gears lever from the bike, from the giant bike. As you can see, there is some rust and the paint is gone in some places here and there, so I will clean up this set as the best I can. And so with this, I removed the plastic cover, and the screws are in this box, and the little piece here. I use quite often this sort of little food container. They are practical because I put my stuff away. I know everything is in there. When it's time to fit everything back, I grab the box and it's all there. So it's a good things to do. To if I start different project, I can have 4 or 5 boxes like that with some parts for one bike on each box, and it's handy this way. Alright, so I will show you what they look like later. Thanks. Okay, back to business. I moved all my sitting under cover because obviously now fantastic weather actually in Victoria. Is raining a lot. So anyway, let's keep going. So today it's cabling. So what I did, I just already replaced the gears cable, the crank cable as well. If you remember the mechanism for the gears and for the brakes, they have been completely renovated, and I also repainted the metal here in black, which is pretty good looking, I believe, considering the original condition you could see at the beginning of the video. I also replaced the grips. So this sort of grips, very handy. I don't know if you've used that before. So you've got one screw here, another one on the other side here, and you've got a little cap at the back. So you unscrew these 2 screws, slide the grip in there, put it in the right position, and before screwing these screws, put your little cap at the end and screw. And in fact, it's in fact grip bend on the end of the handlebar, and also hold the little cap in position. It's pretty good. So if you remember, replace the handlebar as well. I'm not sure if I will keep this one for now. I think it's alright. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. I think it gives a very weird angle. However, if you put this in horizontal position, it's pretty good looking. We'll see how it goes with that. And yeah, let me know what you think about it. So now I need to fit the rear brake cable, which I will not do right now because I need to put the bike on the stand and clamps here, instead of on the horizontal tube, because the brake cable is going through here and it's coming out here. So I will do that and fix the cable. For the gears themselves, everything works smoothly, so I'm pretty happy with that. Front and rear gears work well. As I said before, the bearing were nice. All the metal is quite clean. However, I will polish all of this with a polish paste that I've got for, you know, metal, aluminium, and other metals. So it should be a good looking thing at the end. All right. So this is it for now. Right, so still not finished, but yeah, the many more things are under control. I put a rear rack on it for the pictures to show that's an option possible. As I said before, the grips are pretty good, handlebar is clean, gears, everything works fine. Yeah, almost done. I also clean up, remove the bottle holder, clean up the metal, brush it and repaint it black, just like the rear rack, just like the bell, just like the brake lever. All of this has been repainted and yeah, pretty good looking now. Right, so this is the end. I do usually something. I take the picture now to create my advertisement. However, I do another polishing of the paint and stuff like that after I've done the pictures. It means then when the person came for the bike is in a actually better condition than it's been advertised on the pictures. So it's always a plus for the customer. So people are pretty happy with that. Right, so it's done, ready to go. Thank you.